Hello, welcome to this Urban Tango Nights reflection. So, we've just finished running the 7th Welsh International Tango Festival. So, as the name implies, this is the 7th one we've run.
Yeah.
It's actually the 10th festival we've run overall. And as usual, we always take time after one of our festivals just to reflect back on it to see what could have gone better, what we can improve on, what went well, what we should repeat, and all that sort of thing. So this year, it's always difficult not to just compare back to previous years. So this year was far better than last year. So if you watch back our previous reflection, you know that everything went wrong last year, from ordering the curried from one day, teachers not being able to make it.
Not having any electricity.
So this year was far better from that point of view. I think the only thing that went
Slightly awry.
slightly awry is when I sent out the email on Thursday with all the information about where rooms was in. Because I copied last year's email, I forgot to remove the line where it said that Eduardo couldn't make it due to injury. But everybody had a nice surprise then that Eduardo was there.
And also on Sunday, Tango Color did get stuck behind an accident on the M4, but it all worked out fine.
So they arrived about an hour late.
Yeah,
but
it all still worked out. So,
yeah. And the other thing that went wrong is the bread we bought for breakfast, which we thought was free from everything, was not had an egg in it, so it wasn't vegan.
Yeah.
And we're not quite sure why there was an egg in it anyway. When normal bread is vegan.
Anyway, yeah.
But there was at least a lot of other vegan food and stuff there.
Also forgot to buy granola for Sunday breakfast as well.
Yeah, so I think on the
we nearly forgot to buy yogurt for breakfast as well. So.
But we did remember.
We did remember that one, so yeah.
So I think overall, that from that point of view, if those are the only things that went wrong, then we were okay. That. So the other thing was that we were just knackered for the week because we were had the Christian, Fernando, and Anda come over to play live, and they were travelling all the way from Spain. It made sense to have them here for a few days, for longer, which meant that we had the concert in Newport on the Wednesday, which also meant picking them up on the Tuesday, so it was late nights, early mornings, which then affects our energy levels for the festival. That wasn't actually too bad because
I think it was better that we did the concert on a Wednesday rather than previously we ran it on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Which just squished everything down a little bit too much, trying to get sound systems and people in the right places when we've only got one car. Yeah.
And also I think what also helped was that the festival was smaller this year. Well, we're not quite sure why it was smaller because the quality of it was the same as always.
Cost of living, I think.
Cost of living. So even though our prices are cheaper than other festivals, so compared to maybe other events that have Nick and Deanna at them, for the price you pay for like even the biggest pass, you are still probably £100 better off by the time you have accommodation included, which could get you a private lesson with them. So, and obviously you get all the live music and stuff like that, and food, and we still want to pay our guests a fair amount because they are worth it. So that's why we don't run huge number of events and don't get, because we only are interested in having the best. So financially this year wasn't a success for us, but in terms of everything else, I think the atmosphere of the festival is probably the best. Even though the festival has always been friendly, it's always been accepted, and probably again the friendliest and most accepting festival with the best atmosphere of any festival in the UK. I think this year we managed to go over that. So that was good. Something else that was beneficial for this year was the rooms. So last year we had basically
bit of a mishmash
of rooms. So we had one room on the Friday, we had two rooms on the Saturday, and then we had to move everything into one room again for the Sunday. This time we only had one room on the Saturday, but we were able to set up the other Friday, and we were able to set up the other room, and then we had both rooms for the other 2 days, which made things a lot easier. Other changes this year, obviously, because we had the band from Spain, they did 2 nights, which is always a bit of a worry because you don't know if people get bored. But I think both their sets were different, and I think the atmosphere on both nights meant that was fine. And also because we had different DJs on both those nights, then and both. Actually, the DJing was a bit weird this year, I thought, because because all the bands we had were traditional bands. And we give our DJs free rein. We say, you're the expert at DJing, you judge the room, you do what you think is appropriate. And it's interesting that both Eduardo and TK both went down the alternative routes around that. So
it's nice because it's a balance.
Yes, it's balanced, but and even though we have two, basically we ended up with two sort of neo DJs effectively for those 2 days. They were different enough that the atmosphere was different on both days as well. So, and oddly enough, me being probably the most neo of all the DJs, played a more traditional set. It had Puglisi in it, and it had D'Arienzo.
Yeah, but it's some days a bit of a different feel as well, isn't it?
So, from what we've heard, people seem to enjoy the music a lot.
Yeah, I had lots of good feedback from music, good feedback on how friendly it was, and the particularly followers were getting dances and they didn't feel iced out or anything like that, and just, you know, that everyone was sitting down chatting while they were eating, and they, even though they knew some people, they actually met more people. So it's nice to hear that.
As far as workshop balance is concerned, I think there was a couple of workshops where there were some more followers. Again, it's always difficult to know because when you do like a full pass, you don't know who's going to do what, even though we try to ask. And also, oddly enough, we had some people who didn't come to the workshop even though they had booked them, and so it's a bit hit and miss there. But I think the Nick and Deanna ones were almost perfectly balanced. I think in fact there was actually more leaders, which just goes to show that having a non-discriminatory booking policy means that...
Well, and also that we're really open to people who dance both roles. Because I think sometimes that can be a little bit not welcomed, but we welcome that. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, so that meant basically we had role in quite a lot of the workshops. We basically had good role balance. This year we went a bit. Our lineup went a bit Urban Tango Nights heavy. So we are interested in promoting Welsh Tango and Welsh teachers, and we put out an open invitation to all people in Wales. If they want to come and DJ teach, it's up to them to apply. And also we do our own teacher training. So we've got 6 teachers within the club, including myself and Alison. We have Sarah and Tara, who basically made their teaching debuts last year at the festival when Eduardo couldn't come. So they were added at the last moment, as in last week. This year they taught their own workshops by themselves, and I think acquitted themselves incredibly well. They taught the icebreaker one on the Friday, which is always a difficult one because people are arriving, people are joining in. You never know what the exact levels are for it. You don't know how people have travelled, so if they're going to be cramped up or not. So they taught Volcadas on that day, and then on the Saturday they taught the lifts workshop, which I think had 4 couples in it. It was limited to 10, but I think 4 was a nice number for it, especially since both Sarah and Tara are both carrying injuries as well. Also, we had Lorenzo and Ganka, so their classes were reasonably small, which would have been nicer to have some more people, especially with the neo-tango stuff. It would have been nicer if more people were willing to explore that aspect of tango. And also the role swapping as well, which I think had some more people in it, but again, it was the first one of the day, which means that people are arriving late or having a lie-in. Eduardo's workshop seemed to be well attended and people enjoyed, so that was advanced ganchos and burritas. Did I have a nap during that one, or was that Nick and Deanna's?
No, you had a nap during the talk, and you had a nap during
the Nick and Deanna. Yeah, that's something I found. Have 20 minutes sleep. And Nick and Deanna's workshops went down very, very well as well. They were quite unusual. So the first one was Malonga, so that's not that unusual. The second one, which was basically technically free gather. So last year we had technically 2 gather, which is about dancing in a partnership. This one was about adapting to different partners, but also if partners have injury and stuff. So there the reason I asked for this workshop title was because there's a video of Nick and Deanna dancing when she has an injured foot, so she never puts her right foot down on the ground. How do you adapt to injuries? How do you speak to people about it, and all that sort of thing. So I think that was a fairly unique workshop. I've not seen anybody
but
else.
quite an important one in when we dance socially, that there are differing abilities, injuries, disabilities, all these sorts of things.
Sunday, we had the breakfast again. That's always like a slow start because people are having a lie-in, but then the food does start going. Then we had the Tango yoga warm-up. So again, that
had a good number of people in as well. I think people enjoy that. To be able to have a good stretch out before they start.
And then we had our 2 workshops. So the original one, first one was the show tango one. So this was originally going to be taught by me and Amelia, but she's got her bar exams, which should have just finished, I think.
Oh, really?
One of them should have done, yeah. So hope all the best to her for that. So you filled that one in. Again, we were expecting a few more numbers for that. Again, I'm not sure why people who had booked on the festival didn't want to attend that one, because show tango, as you'll be able to see in the recap, can have some quite important elements which can really help improve your tango. And then we had the Viennese waltz tango valse, Viennese waltz valse fusion class, and again that had a okay number in it. But again, we were expecting probably a few more that would have been interested in just improving their valse, because just because sometimes fusion, it doesn't mean you have to then go away and do fusion. You can take the ideas and really delve into the technique of it. As if you're fusion is something, you need to have in-depth knowledge of both. So it's a great way to really improve your knowledge from that. Lunch went okay this time round. I didn't spill the soup down me.
No.
Other than the vegan bread. Then we had the talk, and that was really well attended. I think that was the best one.
Everybody basically stayed for the talk.
Yeah, so this was Nick talking about tango and therapy, and it was Nick and Deanna talking about their own experiences. Again, fairly unique thing. Probably never happen again. So again, if you but if you've missed out on finding out about their history of their dancing, you probably lost that.
But it was a really good session. It was more conversational and open, so other people could give their perspectives and their experiences as well. So it was quite, it was interesting, and it sort of delved into various different little avenues, and it was interesting.
I was asleep.
You were asleep. I enjoyed it. I actually got to see that part of the festival because I don't normally get to see anything at all. So I got to teach twice and watch and listen to a talk. So I was quite chuffed that I could do that. And
then we had the Malonga, which that seemed to go okay.
Yeah, apart from getting the band there.
Yeah,
they was fine in the end.
It was interesting that all the Malongas ran to time this time, because normally we overrun them in the night, which then has an effect on us from sleeping. But the Friday one did finish at just after 11.
Yeah.
The Saturday one did half 11. Sometimes normally it goes on to 12:30.
Basically.
And this one does finish at 6. So that was helpful, which meant we could do all the pack up. So that was good as well. The weather wasn't too bad this year. Oh, we didn't have a fire alarm either. So
no, we didn't have a fire alarm. Thank God.
Yeah. So overall, we were really, really happy with all the way that's done, and we've already started planning next year's around that. So now it's just getting people to actually commit to booking early. I think it's
book early, you get a better rate.
You get better rate. If you book as a group, you get better rates. And I think it's I think the hard thing is going to be for us is trying to impress the actual quality. There's a lot of dance events happening in the UK, and we aim to be the best of that. So if you are looking for the best,
here we are.
and again, we saw people this year going, oh, it's a long way to travel to, even though friends of people were coming. He's like,
please, car share, come together, make it a more of an experience, and also November obviously can be a bit hit and miss, but August is usually fine for our other festival, and it the Gower is a beautiful place to visit, or
no matter what time of year it is.
Whatever time of year. You've also got Brecon Beacons, or even if you wanted to carry on and get down to Pembrokeshire, it's also a way of you can dance for the weekend and then enjoy your holiday the rest of the week, which a few people have been doing for our August festival, which has been really nice actually.
But also it's not that actual far to to travel,
we travel everywhere.
We travel everywhere, and again, if you want,
we want live music, good teaching, and food.
You've
got to travel.
And and also I think some people So this is something we're trying to work on now, is accommodation. So we don't run our things in a hotel, we run it in the university, which means there's no accommodation available. But that does mean that you get preferential rates on accommodation because it's
well, you can choose what level of accommodation you want. So if you want to pay something really cheap because you know you're just going to sleep there, then you can do that. Or if you want a nice plush hotel or something, you can do that. And that's
because you can get double rooms within 5 minutes walk of the venue for £35 a night, which £70 for. And if you're in a couple or whatever,
it can be really really cheap.
Yeah. So, but people seem to be scared about going on Airbnb or Bookings.com and looking and just put in the postcode. So what we are going to start doing is, because we booked a Airbnb for the band, the company that actually runs those got in contact, and we can going to start having a conversation with them to see if we can get preferential rates on all their properties as well. So then there's really no excuse that you can't find accommodation. And obviously we still get the people going, oh, I don't know what I'm doing that weekend.
Book this and then you will know.
And then you find out that they've just been literally sat at home on their sofa that weekend and missing out. But yeah, that's pretty much our reflections. I think this is one of the shortest reflections.
And it was lovely to have Pauline with us with her artwork and watching her live sketch during some of the workshops and live paint. It was really nice to have that like extra. I enjoy having the art anyway. I always think it adds an extra dimension to.
Again, supporting local businesses.
Yeah, and local artists. But yeah, to then see her live sketching as well was really cool as well.
Well,
and the curry was very good.
Oh yeah,
as usual.
And on the right day this year.
On the right day, there's just amazing again.
And they brought a cake.
And they brought us a cake that was written out to us and everything, and they are amazing. Another local business is absolutely great. And they had done 2 markets and cooked all the food for us that day, which is just, I don't even know how you managed to do all that. But yeah, they are amazing. We always get great feedback for that.
Yeah. And that's the other thing I went wrong. As usual, I always forget somebody in the thank you speech on the Saturday night.
Forgot 2 people.
TK and
Pauline. So yes, thank you, TK and Pauline.
Demos were good.
Yeah.
So they're going up on YouTube now. They were really good, especially since they haven't danced together for a year.
Yeah.
Which I think made it even more special because you.
It did actually. I had a conversation with a few people, and I felt it as well that. Watching Nick and Deanna dance together after not being together for a year, and Nick having become a father, I think there was just this extra element to the dances. You could see how much it meant to them, and they were really nice to watch actually.
Yeah. I think the sound was okay this year.
We had some sound issues with it. Was it Saturday night with one of the mics?
Yeah, we're getting some feedback through. I managed to adjust that, but yeah.
Otherwise, it was okay. Yeah.
And also, the piano as well.
Yes, I had a bit of palaver trying to get a key for the piano, but we sorted that out in the end. I'd forgotten I needed to tell people about the many hats that I wear, because as soon as I said I'm a member of staff, suddenly the problem was solved.
So with that.
And last thing I will say, thank you to everybody that did come and ask me about if I was dancing or I would like to dance. I was really trying to conserve as much physical and mental energy so that I got through the weekend, because I haven't had the best mental health in the last few months. So thank you for asking me. I did dance 1 tanda on Sunday with Tim, so thank you, Tim. But if you see me or Chris at any event, please come and ask us to dance. We do not mind. Please come and ask us. We enjoy having a nice dance.
And obviously, because we're used to dancing with each other at quite a high level, don't be afraid if you don't.
Don't be afraid that we're teachers. We just want to have a nice dance with you. We don't expect you to do anything flashy. As long as you're listening to the music, that's all I really care about. So thank you for people who were checking in with me and checking I was all right. But I was just trying to make sure I had enough in the tank.
So today.
Well, you had 2 naps, didn't you?
I had 2 naps.
Was your code.
Yeah, but I danced on the Friday with people, but Saturday, I don't know why I just didn't.
You just end up doing other things as well. I mean, I usually am doing so many other things at the festival that I just don't get the chance. This time I felt like maybe I had more time, but I just wanted to make sure that I could.
And on the Sunday, I didn't dance either. I had one dance with somebody who wasn't actually even at the festival.
No. Oh, that's another thing to say actually. We had some really good interactions with people on campus. So lots of student societies we had really good interactions with. people down in the bar and JC's, Costcutter, Greg's.
Yeah,
Arbor.
you are now the crazy Tango cake lady.
Yes, I am the crazy Tango cake lady because I was offloading cake onto lots of people over the weekend. But yeah, so really good to be, contact with Musician Society again, the Latin American Society, Salsa Bachata Society, Dance Society. Is there another one? There might have been another one in there, I can't remember.
Random people from JC's.
Random people from JC's, yes. So people who'd done the Strictly and dancing the week before. So we had some good interactions over the weekend as part of the kind of campus community. Oh, security as well.
Yeah.
We always have a good experience with security, especially when we feed them cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So overall, we just want to say massive thank you to everybody who came to the festival and made it what it was. Now, if you want to book on for next year, the booking's open. The details are up on the website already.
Yeah.
We've got a few more people to announce, but we've already got 2 bands sorted. Nick and Deanna workshops, Eduardo workshops, our workshop.
What are we doing?
Tango Foxtrot Fusion.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Foxtrot.
Okay. And also some interesting ones from Nick and Deanna this time. So one is going to be rhythms for valse.
Okay.
And the other one, which is going to be really interesting, is what is style. So really looking at how individual style can affect things and how you can develop that. So something that pretty much anybody should be really developing.
Well, it's one of the top questions you get asked about, particularly for followers, and I think leaders as well, where they can add things in.
Yeah, so that should be interesting to find out what they come up with that. We are making one change to next year. We're doing one less workshop as part of the festival. So we're cutting where workshop 2 normally is on Saturday, which is the one that starts at midday.
Yeah, just so people have a bit more time.
So we're just going to. So they've all been renumbered. So now there's a 2A and 2B. Yeah. So, but we think that will probably make things flow a bit better as well. And it also means that people can come straight out of workshop Y into other workshops and not missing out. There. Anyway, as I say, thank you for watching. If we don't see you before, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll probably be doing a year's reflection then.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, don't run 3 festivals in a year.
No, don't do that.
Anyway, we look forward to seeing you. As I say, please book onto our festivals now. There are discount rates. Oh, and we are keeping the prices for this year's festival the same as for next year, just to help people with those cost of livings. Anyway, see you again soon.